Hello, I am live. So the truth is, my mother, stepfather, father, they're sexual sadists who got sexual pleasure from my pain and suffering, correct? My mother, stepfather, and father were getting off from my pain and suffering. They were torturing me, correct? They sadistically got off, correct? Especially my mother and stepfather. Or is it hostile? Yeah, I mean, like it's obvious. I mean, they got off for my pain and suffering. My mother and stepfather, they were getting sexual pleasure from my pain and suffering. Let's just admit it now. I know when I said, I'm going to read to you sexual sadists. Oh, one sec. Okay. So I said to Dr. Garrett on October 4th, 2018, my parents get off sexually that I was a virgin until I was 24 years old, had no social life growing up, was running myself into the ground, was hospitalized 6 times in 2011. They get off that I went crazy from their abuse, my mom, dad, and stepdad. And this is Dr. Garrett's email on October 4th, 2018. Andrew, it is not a credible idea that your mother, father, and stepfather are sexually aroused by your suffering. One possibility here is that when you are feeling the constraints of your life, you blame your parents by bringing charges of sexual perversity. You and I need to investigate where this feeling that your parents are fiends comes from, Dr. G. The next one is called Sadistic Suffering. It's on October 31st, 2018. I feel like there are women who know about my suffering, can help me, are going to help me, but for right now, they sadistically enjoy watching me suffer. Could this be true, or is it a delusion, and no women care about my existence? Do I need to meet a woman in the future? Dr. Garrett said on November 1st, 2018, Andrew, there are no women online sadistically enjoying your suffering. This is the same feeling you have about your parents, that they sadistically get off on your suffering. You are imagining the same state of mind exists in other people, whether online or in your home. Instead of saying, I am so unhappy that I feel as though I'm surrounded by people who enjoy my suffering, instead you experience your own suffering as though it were real. You really are suffering, but your parents are not sadists. Online women are not enjoying your suffering. Let me ask you a question that I think you can answer. Who in your life did really enjoy your suffering? Not your parents. Like a puzzle you can solve, so you can think about it for a minute. I have written the answer backwards just below. Your feeling that your parents and women online are enjoying your suffering is actually a memory of the past, a real situation of suffering where a certain group of people did enjoy your suffering. That experience has been etched into your psyche, so you keep seeing it all around you, even when it is not there, now in the present. Answer: the bullies. Dr. G. So even though it feels like my mother and father and stepfather are getting sexual pleasure from my suffering, realize they're not. I'm just feeling the constraints of my life, and I'm bringing charges of sexual perversity. Realize they are not getting off. I really am frustrated. I really am suffering, but my parents aren't sadists. All right. Hey, Dave says, fuck your troll garden. Fuck the Joanne Greenberg world. Yeah, guys. Yeah. Frankly, the hostile dependency, I just can't even get along with my mother and stepfather and father anymore. It's like, oh, it's just, I just can't even get fucking along with them. It's just, It's just real hostile dependency. I'm really sexually frustrated, and I like it's just like everybody's ready to I'm ready to metaphorically tear my hair out. I feel like they get off sexually. I feel like my parents get off sexually from my suffering. Somebody says, "Do you get off picking on?" I feel like they pick on me. Somebody says, "Do you get off picking on old folks?" Not really. If anything, I'm not satisfied at all. I'm angry at them. Ugh. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better, guys. Ah! So, how was your weekend, guys? Did you do anything fun? Erie says it would be like the Maroon 5 song "She Won't Be Loved." No, it would be like the Maroon 5 song "She Will Be Loved." I'm like the woman getting loved by Adam Levine. Dave says, Erie's in the house. We got Erie in the house. Are people telling me the truth, guys? Are people being honest with me? Erie says, no, nobody's being honest with you. Everybody's lying to you. Everybody's gaslighting you. Patrick says, why do you ask the question if you won't believe us? Okay, I'll try to believe you. I'll believe everybody's being honest with me. Dave says, tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. Patrick, that's actually not true. You're wrong, Patrick. I toggle in and out of delusions. Like when I get I come out of the tsunamis. I'm not permanently I'm able to come out of it and get less emotional. So. All right. Patrick says, yeah, but you need to be out of it 100% of the time. You can't stay out of it. That's true. That's correct. Is that correct? Is that correct? Oh. All right. Anybody got any questions, comments? If not, I guess I could wrap up this live stream. I mean, Erie says she has a question. Sure, Erie, what's your question? Fire away your question, Erie. Patrick asks, am I going to take the Lamictal? Probably not tonight and probably not anytime soon, to be perfectly honest with you. What's your question, Ari? Yeah, Dave says, "How does it feel to bully Poppy during in front of 10 people? Does it make you feel like a tough guy? Did I bully Poppy today? I don't think I bullied Poppy today." Patrick says, "Yes, you did." How did I bully Poppy today? All right, if you say so. Erie says, "Bullying a cancer patient is not a good look, Andrew. That's not a good look." All right, fair enough. All right. Anybody got any more questions? Erie, you never asked your question. Dave asks, "Why did I end the stream before so fast?" Well, I guess it was because I didn't really have anything to talk about. I went live for a moment or two, and I didn't really have anything to talk about earlier today. Like, why can't I get along with my mother, my mother, my father, why can't I get along with them? I just everything they do makes me want to like metaphorically tear my hair out. I think they're sexual sadists. And Patrick says it's because you're not properly medicated and because you're ill. I don't think that's it. You don't think you really think it's really all illness? Erie says it's because you refuse the meds. So you really don't think there's any sexual deviancy when it comes to my mother and stepfather and father and stepfather? You really think that you really think it's all illness? Patrick says yes. Terry says you're a pudding head, a pudding head, a pudding head, a pudding head. All right, I'll try to remember that and toggle my emotional switch to off. Patrick says Poppy laid it perfectly to you earlier. He said when you were medicated, you were living life. So he says your stepfather's gonna shoot you one day. He's gonna cap you. I'd medicate and move. All right, guys. I don't know. I feel like I'm the victim. I feel like I'm the scapegoat. I feel like I'm the one who gets blamed for everything, and they're covert narcissists and flying monkeys. But whatever. I feel like I'm actually the victim here. Yeah, we're all at our end of the rope. We're all at our wits' end. We're all metaphorically ready to tear our hair out. I definitely am blaming my parents for everything because I think I've been narcissistically abused for 37 years. So it sounds like your mother's ready to put you in spa housing or evict you. Yeah, I don't know. Erie says your mother should put you in spa housing or evict you. Oh my god, just get him out of here. All right. Somebody says, who will you blame then for your life turning out this way when your mother evicts you? I'll probably still blame my mother. So he says, your mother should start the paperwork. Maybe we could go fund the court fees. All right, guys. Peace out. Patrick says, that's the problem. You can't reflect on yourself and see what you've done wrong and take accountability for your actions. Yeah, I feel it doesn't really matter, but I feel like I'm just in this state of. So he says, it's always everyone else that's the problem and not Andrew. Your troll garden always wins. Erie says, I weaponize all the therapy talk I learned from Dr. Garrett, like hostile dependency, and I refuse to take any responsibility. Somebody says, who does it benefit saying, tell me the truth over and over again? Well, I really am sexually frustrated, but realize my parents aren't getting off from my pain and suffering. You know, just, it's my responsibility to create a life for myself. Somebody says, my parents say enough and I act like a timid bitch with psycho problems, with psychobabble. Somebody says, right, Dave. Andrew doesn't even use the terms correctly half the time. I just randomly put out some psychobabble. So he says maybe he thinks it makes him sound smart by parodying Dr. Garrett. So he says yes, he mirrors. Well, actually, I mean, in a lot of the concepts that I learned, and a lot of the emails are still very much true to this day. So, like, what's a concept I parrot that is untrue? So, name me something that I parrot. Name me something that I weaponize or parrot that's untrue. So he says that you can recover without meds. Even Dr. Garrett believed you needed meds to recover by the end. Okay, I mean that's one a good example, but also I think a lot of the times when I read those emails, it's about things that still are true to this day. You know, somebody says hi, Ange. A plus says hi, Andrew. I've been following your life. Thank you. So thank you for following my life. What do you have to say about following my life, A plus? What you've been following my life. What do you have to say about it, A plus? Patrick says I use my parents as a security blanket to stay where I'm at. A plus says I know a lot about your cases and your doctors. Oh, cool, A plus. That's really cool. What about it? What about my doctors and cases? What about them? A plus says I believe you have been misdiagnosed. Okay, what do you? Okay, fair enough. I mean that's a fair. What do you think? What do you think my correct diagnosis is then? I'm ready to hear it. What do you think it is? You might be right. Why not? I mean, I know for the longest time, Dr. Copland and Dr. Garrett were telling me I have schizoaffective disorder. Then at the most recent appointment, they told me I have delusional disorder. So, I mean, it's possible they misdiagnosed me and I have delusional disorder. Gekujo says, up the dose and you can be positive without delusions. Got to get out of the rut and move out and move on. Yeah. Got to get out of the rut and move on. It's going to get better, but you got to make it get better. You got to make your life happen. La, 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 All right, you have any more questions, A plus? Yeah, my mother shut the internet off for like late yesterday and this morning. Hey, JC Penny, how you doing? How art thou, JC Penny? So he says, prior to 2011, when you were off your medication, how did you feel? To be honest with you, it's so long ago, I don't really remember. I was obviously running a lot in the years prior to 2011. McClare says your mother should just keep off the internet permanently. I don't know why she doesn't. I want to be a rock star. I want to be a rock star. Gecko Cujo says, A plus asks, when do you think the delusion started? Well, I started getting the my parents sexually abused me delusions in January, February 2011, which is the reason for the hospitalizations. Um, so the that's the delusions that got me hospitalized in January, February 2011. Um, you know, for months or years prior to that, I was running in solitary and wasn't interacting with people at college, and yeah. So there's that. I was isolating. I was running, and A plus is if you found out the truth, how would you cope with it? I mean, it depends how bad the truth is. If there's even any hidden realities, what is the truth? How bad is the truth? Is the truth good, or is the truth bad? Will the truth make me angry? Or is there no hidden realities? Everything is as it appears to be at face value. Everything is as it appears to be on the surface. You know what I mean? Like, what is the truth, A plus? Or is everything as it appears to be at face value and on the surface? Are there hidden realities? And if there are they good or bad? I'm assuming bad. A plus says I've been studying your case for a long time, and I'm not at the liberty to disclose. Somebody says you're spiraling again, Andrew. Maybe the truth is, everything is as it appears to be on the surface, and there are no hidden realities, and it's psychosis. All right, guys, peace out. I'll talk to you all again soon. Somebody says, have you ever looked into the Manhattan Address? What Manhattan Address? What does that mean, A plus? Somebody says, go stoic and leave the past in its past. The only thing worthwhile is in front of you. Have a great day and stay positive, Andrew. Yeah, what is the Manhattan Address? Before I go, what is the Manhattan Address, A plus? Yeah, please elaborate. You got me curious. Looked into the Manhattan Address. What does that mean? What is the Manhattan? Look into Andrew. You know what I'm talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Do my cousins, aunts, uncles, father, just my brother? Does somebody live in Manhattan? I mean, like, what are you talking about? Manhattan Address? I literally don't. I literally don't know what you're talking about. He says, "You know what I'm talking about." I don't, though. He says, "Look into the Manhattan." I don't know what you're talking about. Erie says, I think I know what he's talking about, but I'm not sure. Oh, is he referring to the Fountain House? Is he referring to the Fountain House? Look at Fountain House, New York City. Let's check out the Fountain House, New York City. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what he's referring to. Fountain House never actually asked me never to come back. I just have. I don't think I was ever asked to not come back. I think I was just. I just there's some people that I texted too much that I don't want to run into. You know what I mean? I don't think I was ever officially banned though. Because it would be awkward, you know. Somebody says, go back to the Fountain House, rock and roll, it never forgets." Yeah, I mean, it's an idea. I could definitely go, hop into the city and go back. I mean, is that the Manhattan address you're referring to? Is that the Manhattan address you're referring to? A plus, the Fountain House, or were you referring to my cousins, aunts, uncles being rich or something like that? No, there was a a social worker who I was friendly with, who I sent a lot of texts to when I was ill, who stopped replying and stopped getting lunch with me. So there's a few people who I might be on iffy terms with. I think an apology and saying, "Hey, I'm sorry, I was sick." I think that will mend the bridge. But and I was never officially banned. I could go back there, but you know, you know, I was trying to get people to tell me the hidden realities. I don't know. So what is the address you're referring to? A plus. Patrick says, "Yeah, I probably wouldn't go back." Yeah, the chat is really being nasty for. Yeah, Bun Bun. We got Bun Bun. Is this the real Bun Bun? Um, Bun Bun says she saw the Bun Bun video and I felt honored. Yeah, I made that about you, Bun 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 Bun. Will the real Bun Bun please stand up? Who is the real Bun Bun? Bun Bun says, just to answer your question, I'm not someone you know. My username also happens to be Bun Bun. Okay, fair enough, Bun Bun. Bun Bun. Bun Bun. Bun Bun. Mm-mm. So he says, that was such a catchy tune. It's been stuck in my head since. Bun Bun says she doesn't think she's a cyberbully. She hasn't said anything mean. Fair enough, Bun Bun. Fair enough. Fair enough, Bun Bun. La 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 la. You got any questions for me, Bun Bun, or should I? This is Andrew the Earworm Koloski. Thank you, Gecko Kuju. You got any questions for me, or should I hit the old dusty trail and get ready for bed? Blah. I'm a vampire. Erie asks, fella asks, I got a question. What made you start creating YouTube videos? That's a good question. And to be honest with you, I'm not even sure myself. I very much enjoy. To be honest with you, I don't even know. At this point, I don't even know why I started. I guess because I wanted to be rich, I wanted to be famous, I wanted to be like a radio shock jock or a movie star, and I was hoping my videos were my ticket to riches and fame. I think I was hoping to be rich and famous, to be honest with you. I mean, I think officially I started in like 2009, 2010, but I didn't really start creating videos till 2015, 2016, you know. I think officially there was a video or two from like 2009, 2010, but I think the videos like in terms of posting constantly started in 2015, 2016. Somebody says you still might be famous one day. I hope so, fella. I hope so. I mean, that'd be my dream. All right, guys. I mean, A plus never said check out the Manhattan address. I don't. That was like cryptic. Was he messing with my mind, or is there something to that? Check out the Manhattan address. What does that mean? Yeah, I have a lot of my old videos on external hard drives. Yeah, I want to start an archive channel. I gave Rusty permission to do it if he wants to, but it would take a lot of time and effort, you know. So he says maybe you could upload an old song once in a while. Yeah, that's a good idea. That would be interesting. I mean, I'm not. Dave says Bun Bun says I should do an outside video log. I mean, like a day in the life at a cafe. That's a good idea, Bun Bun. I could go to a cafe and do like a day in the life. Fella says I agree. An outside video log would be really cool. Cool, cool. Very cool. Very cool. All right, guys. Any last questions, or should I wrap this up? Troll Slayer says, working on any new songs? Somebody asks, did I take the Abilify tonight? Not yet. You want me to call my father and take the Abilify on camera? I could. He says, do it. Call your father and take the Abilify on camera. All right. All right, let me call my father. They like hearing from Poppy, they say. Hey, I'm going to take my Abilify on camera. So just mute the TV. I'm going to do it over the live stream. Okay, and I'll call you back through Signal. All right, bye. Okay. We got Signal. I don't know why he uses Signal. I know he says he doesn't need to do encrypted chats, but here we go. Hoi hoi.
Yeah, hoi hoi.
How you doing? So you're on with the Inpatients.
Okay, hi Inpatients.
Okay, so I got my Abilify here. All right, I took the Abilify.
Okay, what about the other one?
I'm not going to be taking the Lamictal tonight.
No?
No.
Okay.
All right.
All right, so have fun with the Inpatients.
I will.
Love you, Andy. God bless you.
God bless you too. Bye. All right. All right. This is bye. So Bun says goodbye. Have a good night. Have a good night, guys. Peace out, my amigos and amigas. I'll talk to you all again soon. Well, actually, we got 10 people in the house, so why would I get going right this second? We got a lot of people. Night. All right, guys. Any interesting questions or not really? I guess peace out. Okay, talk to you all again soon.